It is June 2026. Argentina, the reigning World Cup champions, walk out onto the pitch in their opening group game. Lionel Messi, 38 years old, is playing in his sixth World Cup. The defending champions, the favorites, the team that won the most dramatic final in the history of the tournament just 4 years ago. And if history is right, if the pattern that has held for 64 years continues, what happens next will shock the world. Because here's a fact that no one in the Argentina camp wants to think about. Since 1962, no World Cup champion has ever successfully defended their title. Not one. In 64 years of trying, across 15 tournaments, the defending champion has failed every single time. And the last four defending champions? France, Germany, Spain, and Italy? All four were eliminated in the group stage. Dead. Gone. Humiliated. Argentina is walking into the most brutal pattern in the history of sport. And most people have no idea how deep it goes. Let's go through the history, because the data is genuinely astonishing. 1962, Brazil win back-to-back. The last time it ever happened. Since then, 1966, Brazil, defending champions, eliminated in the group stage. 1974, West Germany, eliminated in the second round. 1978, Netherlands, runners-up, not even the champion, but close enough, lost in the final. Then comes the truly extraordinary modern sequence. Italy won in 2006. In 2010, eliminated in the group stage, beaten by Slovakia. Spain won in 2010. In 2014, eliminated in the group stage, destroyed 5-1 by the Netherlands, then beaten by Chile. Gone before the knockout rounds. Germany won in 2014. In 2018, eliminated in the group stage. Lost to South Korea. The defending champion of the world, beaten by South Korea and sent home. France won in 2018. In 2022, eliminated in the group stage, beaten by Denmark and Tunisia. For consecutive world champions. For consecutive group stage exits. The statistics don't just suggest a pattern, they scream one. So what is happening? Why does winning the World Cup seem to break the team that wins it? Sports scientists and football analysts have studied this phenomenon and come up with 3 theories that are supported by real data. The first is what they call the peak problem. The squad that wins a World Cup is, by definition, at the absolute peak of its generation. The core players are typically between 26 and 32 years old. For years later, those same players are between 30 and 36. They are still professionals. They are still elite. But the margins in international football are so tight that even a few percentage points of physical decline can be catastrophic. The second theory is psychological. Winning removes hunger. The players who clawed their way to the trophy with everything they had are not the same people 4 years later. The edge is different. The desperation is different. And the third theory, and this is the one the numbers most strongly support, is that the rest of the world catches up. The tournament-winning tactics get studied, countered, and neutralized by every opponent for 4 years. The surprise is gone. The mystery is solved. Now look at Argentina in 2026. Messi is 38, his 6th World Cup. The core of the 2022 squad is 4 years older. And every team on the planet has spent 4 years studying exactly how Scaloni's Argentina plays. The curse has never had a more perfect target. Here is what makes Argentina's 2026 campaign genuinely different from every other defending champion in history, and why, for the first time since 1962, the pattern might actually break. The 2026 squad kept 17 players from the Qatar 2022 winning side. Not the whole squad. They retained the proven winners while adding younger, faster reinforcements around them. They are drawn in Group J against Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. The most manageable group a defending champion has ever had. And Messi himself has been managed more carefully than any player in history at this age. Inter Miami have restricted him to 15 to 20 matches per season for the last 2 years. He arrives at 2026 fresher than anyone expected. But the most important factor is psychological, and it's the one nobody is talking about. Argentina in 2022 were the underdogs who suffered. They lost their opening game to Saudi Arabia. They had to claw back from that. That adversity forged something. In 2026, they arrive as champions and favorites. The pressure dynamic is completely inverted. And the last time a team handled that inversion? Brazil ezer kilensazhotvanketu. Pele got injured in the group stage, and Brazil, without their best player, won the whole tournament anyway. The question is whether Argentina, with or without a 38-year-old Messi at full capacity, can find that same iron somewhere inside. Subscribe, because we are going to cover every match of this story until the final whistle.